Hi, Vivek. Just setting up 1 second. All right. I'll share the link. Microsoft on. Let me just share this. Okay. I think I'm ready. Hi, Vivek. Hi, Arun. Hi, Shankar. Good evening. So today was a very volatile day, but gladly we captured the bottom to the up and from top to the low end as well. Let's see how things pile up for tomorrow. Let me just search for earning whispers so that I know the weekly calendar for tomorrow and we can look at the earnings. It's earnings. Wow, there's no earnings. So many posts right there. Okay, so now we have all the earnings listed and we can focus. Hi Pradeep, hi Praveen, hi Vishal, Lalita, Kunal. Good evening. So again, I'm not going to do all the tickers. We'll only focus on earnings so that we can look and do some very specific trades. Okay, so let's start. Last time we did for Google, AMD, Starbucks, and Microsoft. All four worked really well and they came into the right areas. Okay, so let's look what are the earnings tomorrow. In the morning one, we have already missed, so there's no opportunity there. Uh, Tomorrow we have Apple, Amazon, Meta, Atlassian. Yep, I think this should be four good earnings. Apple, Amazon, Meta, Atlassian. Maybe we can check on Cigna or BM, Y, Bristol Myers. Maybe we can check on that. If you have any other ideas, let me know. Also, there is at 7 o'clock in the morning, there is a not a Fed, Bank of England decision. There's jobless claims, productivity cost, and the PMI. So 8:30 numbers are important, 9:45 numbers are important, 10 o'clock numbers are important. We may see fluctuations based on this. Uh, Also, as I've said in the past, that I do not see a March rate hike, a rate cut. That was not there, and it was very clear. He mentioned about that. Uh, I still see we may have a rate cut in July and after, but I don't see four rate cuts this year. I see that they, like as I mentioned last night, they should start to cut down or remove quantitative tightening Right now, they were doing like almost 100 to 105 billions on an average per month, which is a big amount. Let me just do that on white screen so that we know what we are talking. Let me go to Paint. So, we, so what happened today? FAMC meeting. What came out? Inflation is high. Job growth has cooled down. Wage growth is not down, but it's gonna down in sometimes. So it's still high, but can come down in the next quarter or so. Uh, the prices of food has come down. Rents have still to cool off, so it's like similar thing. It's somewhat up and down, but it's not 100% on the downside. And they are not cutting rates in March. Also, the quantitative tightening may carry until July, and then we can see reduction because uh, current rates have reduced the liquidity enough. And he mentioned that yes, the liquidity constraints are starting to come into the economy, and they do not want to create a panic state. So this is going to be on the challenges that yes, they want to reduce the inflation, but they do not want to cut down on the growth. And right now they have high rates plus quantitative easing, which is happening between 100 billion to 105 billion per month. Now, if we cut down on this and uh, in July, that will be something similar to 0.25 rate cut. So I expect that to happen slowly. It may not, because right now they have mentioned that we are at the peak of the rate curve. So they may not induce more tightening because this is like a level of tightening. This is a one level of tightening. So this is super hard. This is hard. So all this, I think tomorrow, once the market understand what it has received from Fed, I think market will like it because he has not said anything out of the world. Everybody knew that yes, the rate cuts are not coming in March, but later. And he kind of substantiated that statement and said there are no rate cuts in March, but we will see some rate cuts as and when they see the data. Tomorrow data will be a meaningful impact into that conclusion. So keep an eye, understand the data, what is going to be there, and then react on that. All right. I just wanted to give you this summary first before we jump onto the earnings trades. Anybody has any questions, please let me know. In between, let me just say hi to my friends over the chat. Hi, Gursangeet, Sat Shri Akal, hi, Shiv, hi, Sarah, hi, Shrikant, hi, Krish, hi, Vani. Good evening, guys. And one more thing, if you have not subscribed to my channel, you should, because whenever I'm doing some live, sometimes I'm live and I do not get time to post, then you will get alerts and notifications. So anybody who has not subscribed can subscribe and they will receive my live notifications. All right, let's go back now to our earnings. So we have Apple, Amazon, Meta, and Atlassian. So a few days back, I looked at the Apple's chart and I said 193 looks like a good support. We lost that. And now we are coming to a very important support of 61.8. Now, this support is going to be really important. Here we have one candle which is high at 184.26. This is the candle which is high at 184.35. Tomorrow, if we fill this gap, then the next kind of gap is at 183. I still feel there were some open interests in Apple for 187 calls. I just want to go back and check. Those were the Apple calls above 1 million. I want to just see whether those still exist as an open interest or not. Monica, I am here only. I'm not busy. It's like I'm busy in the work, but uh, I'm gonna check on 1 million, apply, and it's going to be. Oh, I saw that. This was 187.5. This was the call which was added. So it was 22, not 29. So let me just go back to history, starting from January 22 to today. Let's look at any flows which are above $1 million for Apple. So we have a 200 put, this is a block, so I can ignore it. These are like 192. I'm just looking at 187 calls or puts, which are of million. Maybe I need to extend certain more period and maybe go back to maybe 17th to 31st. Yes. So I'm looking at 490 put is gone. I'm just trying to remember 187 calls. These were the calls. Yes, these were the calls. These were the calls 187, 187. And for 2nd of February, and let's see what has happened and whether this interest or like open interest of 6,000 here, 6,600 here still exist or not. All right. If it exists and the price of Apple has gone up, it means the person is still bullish on this. So this happened on 19th of January. Okay. And let's see if that person has exited or is still holding. The open interest is 16,000. And this 14,000, here we see 11,675. All right, 11,675. Uh, Karadula, my Telegram is right here. If you go to, like, it's for everybody. If you go to my profile, go to my highlights and search or scroll down, you will find my, I can pin this to my profile. I don't want to pin it, but it's right there. If anybody wants to join, you can join my Telegram group from here. Now, coming back to this open interest, let's go back and check. Now, this open interest, once it was added, 11,675, which was from the two trades, we have not seen that kind of exit. Okay. In fact, yesterday there was an increase in 1,000. So here on 119, and that's what I want to show you. how the open interest works and how the open interest has an impact on the price. So this was the date 119 on Apple, where this was the volume and the open interest was limited. So now what has happened? We have seen good volume, and next day it was added into the open interest, which was right here, like this like a row below, added 11,675. So these positions are still holding because the open interest is still holding. But what has happened? Price has went up. Nobody tried to exit this. In fact, there was a volume of 13,000 yesterday, and there is an addition in the open interest. Today we have more volume, and let's see what is the addition on this open interest. Also, this is one way of reading. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to say, that this position is still in hand. Nobody has exited this position. Also, if you do not have a black box, go to analyze, and in the options, look at the highest open interest in your strikes. So for example, we have Apple, okay? And I'm only looking at current one. This is the open interest column. Now here, I just want to see where we have the maximum open interest on the calls as well as on the puts. You can check here. Otherwise, there's option statistics. This is black box, like the data which we have. So here we can do not option chain, option statistics. And you can also see the total open interest on a strike. No, it's not there. It's the total volume. The total calls were this. They were bid or below, had number of this. They were asked or above. So majority of the work was done on calls, not on the puts. So puts were not sold, neither added above or between the market. And delta is fine. We don't need the delta. But what I was looking at was the open interest. Let's see, look at the product depth. Let me just expand this. Why this is not clear? Mhm. I'll come back to this maybe sometime later once I clear it. But the option chain for today, we were looking at 187 calls. Okay, the open were 345, 345. The low was 218. The open interest is 16,000 and the current volume is 19,000. Just remember, tomorrow, if you see this open interest come down, it means the person has exited the position from Apple. I'm still repeating, or I can write it down on Twitter and we'll post it like in one go. For Apple, 187.5 C, check, and this will happen in the morning. The OI number was, let me just write it on my other screen so I can read it properly. The OI number was 16,000. OI is 16,000 and 527, and volume was 19,935 for 2 to expiry. These positions were added, like these positions, if I go back and check on edit, they were added on 19th and they were 4.5 million and 3.4, 8.2 million. Okay. Either this person is going to lose $8 million or he has exited today. Let's see that. Okay, so I'm just making a note so that when we read in the morning for $8 million on 1/19/24. Let's check whether OI is increased, meaning he's still holding, meaning the trader is still holding. If decreased, he exited. All right, this gives us a very clear picture whether we want to use and go long on Apple or not. If the open interest is increased, it means there is more addition. If the open interest is decreased, it means trader has exited. So do not try long. And I'm being very specific on these options because these are big dollar amounts. These are not smaller dollar. Okay, let's check on anything else, which is of that nature. 187 of 2.9 has been sold. Let's see if we have more than this. This only one off. So let's see if we have anything. There's a volume of 11,000 today. So let's see if this person for next week has exited or not. So the volume is open interest is 932 and 1193, 85% on the bid. So let's see what happens tomorrow on this. But I'm going to make a note again. Let me write this in a notepad and then I'll copy. Or I think I can do Excel sheet. That will be easier. Guys, I'm just trying to make things easier for everybody. So you need to be at time with me. So this was stock. Then it was execution date, uh, current volume or today's volume, expiry, volume, current open interest, impact tomorrow. This should give us a very clear picture. Okay, so we had Apple, execution was done on 1/19/24, expiry of 2/2/24. What the hell? This is this. It changes this. Why? Shut up. 2/2/24. 0/1/0/19/24. This is so strange. Let's make it a date. Date. I don't know what's wrong, but I'll fix the dates. So today's volume was for Apple 19,935. 19,935. Open interest was 16,527. If increases, if decreases. And I would like clear this table later on when I'm going to post it, but I'm just going to make sure, yes. So if open interest increases, trader added, long, exited. Okay, this will give you a very clear picture of how things needs to be done. Okay, so this was about Apple. Uh, initial, I'll also add one. Initial dollar amount. Initial amount, $8 million. Cool. So that's Apple, and let's go now to this one. So tomorrow we need to see whether there's an open interest increase for this or not. So we have a 7937 transaction which needs to be added into this 932. So this is put writing because call writing because the price is going down in the uh, one important thing. Where is my yes? So here you see the price of the open interest. This was the volume and the price went down, right? Today we have another volume and here the open interest was added. So this out of this some went here. So yesterday also there was some addition about 500. So we need to be careful whether this is an addition or subtraction tomorrow. All right. It is at BB. That's why I always say BB and AB does not give a clear picture of what's the truth. So I'm gonna write 932. Execution is 01/31/24. 2.4 million. It's a dollars. Yes. Expiry date is 2/9. Volume was 7937. Opened as 932. Again, so if it is increases, this is one more column. Initial trade was initial idea long here needs to check because it will convert into tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, let's see anything else on Apple because Apple is going to decide the market's move. And again, I'm only looking at options which are in yellow because that's the only thing which is going to give me clear picture. Uh, this is a spread between 5,500 contracts of 25. I'm not worried about this. I'm only looking at contracts which are expiring in this week, maybe next week. Future, nobody knows. But if the dollar amount is higher and it's in the nearby expiry, this makes much more clear. Yep, it's very good. Add the strike as well. See, then that's a good thing, Mr. Gulati. You're focusing. Expiry is 2/2/24. And it is 2/9. No, we already have expiry. Oh, strike 187. 5C. Expiry date. Copy. Paste. Execution date was 1/19/24. So like 119 of data is taking wrong. This is the stuff which pays, man. So we need to open it. This will be updated by uh, 8 uh, 8 o'clock. So you should be able to see this. Okay, so let's look at anything else. I'm not interested in block, not interested in 24. Spread, these are calendar spreads, not interested, or like these are butterflies. You can, this is like a butterfly. You can add the number of lots. It will come into this. These are all far, far, far. So not interested. These are 25s. So not interested because I don't know what's happening end of December 2025. Everything is, this is the block, again later date. This is the block. Yep. So all in all, Apple looks good to me. Long. That's what looks to me on Apple. Mr. Pushpinder, I usually put this on my Telegram channel. If you are not in my Telegram channel, you can go to my profile and pick up highlights and find Telegram channel, or you can subscribe to YouTube so that you know. So we done with Apple. Next was my favorite, Amazon. Let's go and look into Amazon. So Amazon, anything above 1 million, and I'm looking at something like Amazon. I'll even go with 500,000. No. Again, I'm not looking at something which is in white or too far, 2026. I'm looking, so nothing substantially. Let's go back in the history for last 12, 13 days, and let's filter only the yellow ones. Remove the whites. Let's look at the yellow ones. Let's see anything which is common. 130 calls, 24, these are done. 19 done, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19. These are all done, done, done. We do not have to worry. Anything from 2nd February, 2nd February. These are all done, done. This is an exit. This is expiry 2 to. This is important. This is one lot, which is 500,000. It was done on 11/22. Let's see with the It was at 154. Let's see what happened to this. It was done on 122. This is the volume, and then the price went up, 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 and up. So this person did see. I'll show you one important thing. This person is showing its B. It means it has been sold. But what is actually happening? Since he added on 122 here, there was a volume of 783, out of which 600 contracts were added. Okay. Now look, the price was $11. The price is going up. If you're following me, this is where we had that transaction, and the price of the option is going up. Price of the stock 154, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 also going up. This is how you judge the price is going up, the open interest is getting added. This is accumulation. So this was not a short. It was still B, but it was not a short. It was an addition. And this is still open. The interest is still open. And even today, there is an addition to this. So 144 calls somebody has held very nicely. There is 150. These are like, again, these are all butterflies. Let's remove the legs. Let's keep it simple. Let's further filter only sweeps. The 152.5 put, which came in today. B means bought at the bid price. So yesterday, this person bought 700, like this person sold 3.7. So yesterday, there was an addition. So this person, right, see, this person added puts yesterday, which is 130. This is the volume. This is the open interest right now. Okay, so here this person shorted. So it shows that the short side is still open on Amazon. So it means these are short open interest. If there's a short open interest, it means it's going to be hard for Amazon to cross 167. Let's look at today. Yep, this is the only trade. Block, I'm not going. Let's see if there is dark pool as well at 12:38 during the day. No, there's a dark pool at 353 of 160. If I just add white here, till 353. Nope. So Amazon is right now, there's only one 167.5 call which was sold. So this is Amazon. And now we can look into the chart. Sixteen. It was for 700,000, right? $677,000. There's a put buy and there's 167 all sell. So historically, let me just remove the whites. And there's a put buy for 152 and there is a call sell for 161. So both shows Amazon is looking negative. 740 short. So 1624. What the hell? I'm like, why it's not changing the dates? This is 167. It is on 129. This was added short. So the volume is still less than the open interest. So again, let me just write 8663 and 1530. If open interest increases, shorts are made. Open interest decreases, person exited. This is 1 and then it was 152.5. This expiry is same. तकलीफ क्या है इनको? Again, like I'm very fussy about these things. I cannot tolerate. Okay. This was executed 29th. No, this was executed today. Not 29th. 169 was 29th. This was executed on 29th. So this is short on Amazon. I'm going to make green or red so that you know it's a short or a long. Now 152.45 P, this is added. This again is for 216. Executed here. Dollar amount is 677. 500. Short. Expiry date is same. Open interest, let's check. 1773. Yep. The puts are added today, the volume. So tomorrow we need to see whether these are closed or not. 1737 and 4208. 1737, 4208. Needs to check on this. If open interest added, shorts are made. If it is exited, then it is exited. That's Amazon. Let's look at the chart of Amazon. Apple is like at a very important, like before I jump into Amazon, Apple is at a very important support of 61.8, which is 183. If it loses this, last time we found the support, it's going to crash because it's somehow making inverted head and shoulders today. This inverted head and shoulders, if we break down, this breakdown will be nasty. So head and shoulders, shoulder one, head and shoulder two, it's there. But it's not a clean, because here we also went down and then made a W. So that's what I'm saying. It's not clean, head and shoulders. Let's look at Amazon. So Amazon, we got rejected from 61.8 Fibonacci, which is 161.9. Usually a rejection from 161, where it comes to 38. Where is 38? 38 is at 154.60. This is where it is holding. Tomorrow, if it holds here, it's fine. Otherwise, we are going down because we are, same thing, we are getting rejected from the top. Now, one important thing which I showed yesterday, and I will just show you one more time. This black line, which is a strength, is lower in Amazon. The green momentum is down. Okay, now just check. This is what I said about Google 2 days back. That yes, that Google strength is not there. Come on. Google is going up, but it is weak. Exactly that is happening in Amazon. It is going up and weak. And these two trades are telling me that shorts are being made on Amazon. Apple is still, I would say, greenish because all right. Are you learning something new here tonight? If you like it, give me a like on the chat. I need to see if you're learning something. And if you see, Google did exactly what we anticipated. Okay. Now let's look at Meta. So Amazon, if it does not hold 38, it's going to come down to 140. 154 loses, we are going down to 140 on Amazon. So keep an eye. If you're not sure, do not trade. If you think it will help, just look at as an example. Next time you can trade this. Then we have Meta. Meta is ascending wedge like Google, which I said. But one thing which is different in Meta is positive. The strength is positive. Today, it came and backtested the 12 EMA and the very important trend line. Now, Meta is relatively uh, cheaper to all these companies, and it still has the potential to go higher. Okay, so let's look at Meta's open interest and options. So Meta. Again, I'm only looking at the calls which are for this week or maybe the next week. So right straight away, I see 395 calls. And this may be for today, I think. Yes, these calls were added throughout the day. So we need to see, and these were added like 14, 15, 15, 15, 15, 16, 16. I need to really see if they were closed or they were added. So here, these were trading up to 19. Today, it went down. The price went down and we see a massive volume. So the price went down and there's an addition. Tomorrow, if we see an addition in the open interest, it means somebody bought the dip. Okay, so let's make a note of Meta. Meta is 395C and this is 29. Expire 29. Let's delete this. Strike expiry and execution. Happened today. 131.24. And 1044, 5521. 1044, 5521. Traders edit long. And it should be needs to check, but most likely it should be long. And the dollar amount, let's look at 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 3 million, 38, and $5 million trade. Okay. Let's look at anything else on Meta. There is 387 put which has been sold. 387 put. Let's look at that as well. So today the put went up and somebody exited. So tomorrow the open interest is very small. It may not tell us anything, but I'm gonna use it 213,719. 387.5 put was sold. Expiry is 216. Amount is 500,000. 213,719. So if open interest adds, again, I will just check in the morning that if these positions are short, so trader added long. I will say, I will simply say long or short. That will be easier. This is long. This is short this option. Exit this. That's about Meta. And in the chart, uh, like these both trade looks positive to me. So I think shorting a put is positive and a long a call is positive. But again, we will have trades tomorrow as well. Uh, Chart wise, it should hold 391. If it does, because 391 is 61.8 Fibonacci. This is 391, 61.8 Fibonacci. Tested the 12 EMA, looks positive. If we clear this, we should be looking somewhere around 422, 423. That's about $30 move, which is pretty much possible. Last one in my list is Team. Uh, Team. I really don't know whether Team Atlassian will do any positive result or not. I have serious concerns on this. Because Microsoft Azure is providing some serious competition to Teams. Anybody who in the IT using Microsoft Azure, and you can see that it's finding trouble. The moment we lose here, it's up, but the strength wise it up. Let's look at the option interest. Team. There is nothing in 500,000 zone. There are 205 puts for 75 cents. I think it's gonna go down really badly. But right now it's open interest is not so clean that I can figure out. So let's see. I want multiples so that builds my confidence. This 235 put, which is 200,000. Then this 205 puts, like it's like $50,000. 250 put, that's $250,000. These are the calls, 260 calls, 131. Yeah. So I'm gonna take this and 250 of that one. Only those two will be useful. These are the 250 trades which are there, which happened today. And these are all in yellow. Otherwise, this is 124, 24, 26, 26. Expiry, expiry. There's 270. 235 put, 237 put. Let's see if this person is still holding this. Put 308. Yep, this person is still holding that put. These 369 were added. Here was the price when the put came down. This person added, and it added around like 6 price, and now it has come down to 560, but the open interest is still there. So the puts are still there on Teams. Teams. So let's see. 200,000, 250 put, expiry is 22. 260 put, 260 call, 237 put, 237.5 P, $260 and 257.5 calls. These are all same expiry. It executed on 30, 129. And then all of them are on today, 131. Let's put the dollar amounts, 250 put, 250,000. 260 call, 250,000. 257, 184. And 237, 267. Let's look at the open interest and the current position. 250 first. 80 and 414. Then we have 260 calls, 163, 1745. Then we have 257, 63, 747. Last one was this was at 492 and 13. So here the idea was short. So these are the four things we need to check tomorrow for them. I'll check all of them. Metal looks green to me. I'm gonna mention that. Team looks red to me. Short. This should be bigger. I need to fill this into blue. Let's make it black. Cool. Any questions, anybody? I hope this was useful to all of you. It takes a lot of time, but it works. So here I'm thinking that shorts, because this is a put, and here we have short. This was short. Call selling is again short. Short. Yeah. Cool. All right, I'll take your leave now. Thank you for joining tonight. And I'm gonna post this on Twitter. If you get time, please retweet this and share with more and more people. And if you are not in my Telegram, please join through Twitter. You will get my information. All right. Thank you.